to introduce your Senate Pro Tem President, one of my sheroes, someone who understands why it's important to work together and brings people together. Ladies and gentlemen, Senator Toni Atkins.
Well, thank you, and good morning, California Democrats. Thank you for taking your time to join with grassroots activists from all around our great state as we move the 2022 campaign season into high gear. With all that's happening in the world, in our country, and in California, Democrats have a special challenge this year. And that challenge is for Democrats to effectively tell our story of success and the positive outcomes we've won for real people. So in my brief time with you today, I want to take a moment to reflect on our successes and prepare for that challenge. When we're at a voter's door or have them on the phone, these are the kinds of successes I hope we'll all be sharing with them. At the federal level, Democrats, without a single Republican vote, passed the $1.9 trillion COVID-19 stimulus package, the American Rescue Plan, one of the largest economic relief measures in American history. In November, Congress passed the $1 trillion infrastructure bill, the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, which will inject federal money into America's aging public works system to repair our roads and bridges, renovate ports, expand broadband access, and replace every lead pipe in the country. Here in California, my colleagues and I in the Senate Democratic Caucus, together with Speaker Anthony Rendon and Governor Gavin Newsom, have been proud to step up and stand with you on the ground in our districts and on the legislative floors. Thanks to years of responsible budgeting by Democratic governors and the legislature, we've been able to pass historic budgets that not only provide critical services and programs that Californians need, but make investments that further help families, especially during the pandemic when needs were at an all-time high. That includes $8.1 billion in tax cuts for working families through the Earned Income Tax Credit, and stimulus funding for working people earning up to $75,000. Positive outcomes for real people. It includes a record level of funding, $12 billion for housing and homelessness, to build momentum as we move forward to end this decades-old problem. It includes new policies and funding that push back on climate change as relentlessly as climate change is bearing down on us. And that's not all. I may not be able to fit everything in today, but we have to remember to take all the time we need to get the good word to voters. We move closer to health care for all by further expanding Medi-Cal to all Californians over the age of 50, regardless of immigration status. We extended paid sick days for California workers to protect frontline workers and help small businesses keep the doors open and the lights on. And there's more, like more child care, increased funding for education at all levels, paving a pathway to debt-free college, all while continuing to build our reserves and pay down debts to help us weather future crises and downturns. And as someone who has worked to ensure abortion services and reproductive health care for almost 40 years, I will stand with my colleagues and our coalition partners to ensure those basic rights and needed services are in place for everyone. As we prepare for this year's elections during these uncertain times, we must keep our eye on the ball and repeat what has been successful. We can't rest on our laurels, but we do need to constantly show and remind voters that we are the party with a successful track record helping working families. As I mentioned in my convention letter, grassroots organizing is more crucial than ever, and that's what we do best. I know that we will do the work, and I hope that we will keep the faith in each other, in our values, and in the party that believes in science, justice, and equity. The Democratic Party that not only believes in positive outcomes for real people, the Democratic Party that produces positive outcomes for real people. Thank you.